I'm making this video really quickly because I'm also trying to work on some other bigger projects, but here's the deal. It's definitely no surprise that Phighting will probably have some kind of ranked mode someday, and that's just how it's made. We've already had scrims for a very long time, so having a simpler automated process would be very good. The big thing is, ranked has the potential to become one of the best updates of Phighting ever, but it can also turn out to be one of the worst. I'm going to be going over what I think is the best way to implement ranked into the game. Now first, competitive matchmaking isn't inherently a bad thing. Some players enjoy it, and I think that's great. Games should be fun, so having an option to play it differently is just a great starter. However, it should be emphasized on the word option. Not all players are competitive players, some just like to have fun, and maybe mess around a little bit here and there, and enjoy the game as it is right now. Obviously, I don't think that this will make ranked the only game mode in Phighting, and that would probably kill it. However, imagine you got a sneak peek ping from Botcom, and you see this really cool skin or profile banner, and it would just fit you so well. Then the update drops announcing ranked, and then it's revealed that your favorite cosmetic is something that you will never ever get because it's locked behind a ranked milestone reward and you aren't good enough to obtain it. Most of you probably would have gotten the point by now, but here's pretty much what I'm getting at. It's completely fine for cosmetics and rewards to be added that require you to play ranked. I think that's fine, and it's a really good way to get players, especially casual players, to make sure that ranked matchmaking stays populated. However, these rewards should not be locked behind rank itself. Rank is a measurement of skill for matchmaking usage, and I personally do not believe that skins, titles, icons, banners, kill effects, or any other type of cosmetic should be tied to that. A great way of rewarding players for playing ranked is to instead reward them for their participation or some kind of metric that will not decrease, like total wins. This way, it doesn't feel bad if you start tilting, and you don't feel like you're getting further away from your goal. If the developers ultimately choose to tie a skin to rank, at least add an alternative way to obtain it, like from Zuka's shop or a badge. On the logical side, you can think of it this way as well. If 1,000 players learn about a new skin that they can earn by simply playing ranked, there will be a lot more people playing ranked and therefore healthier matchmaking. However, if it's locked behind a high rank, some of the people might choose to go for it, but a lot of people might also decide it's not worth their time and might also be demotivated to a greater extent if they lose, which can possibly cause people to get even more upset and then even quit the game. Overall, there is no harm to more rewarding accessibility, since cosmetic rewards should be based on effort rather than raw skill entirely. If there is a title tied to rank, it should just be to show your current rank points and that's it, kinda like we have one for level already. While I'm on the topic of rankings directly, I want to make a claim here. A lot of games have different tiers and rank labels, usually based on things like gemstones. We've all heard stuff like bronze, silver, gold, diamond, platinum, etc. I don't think these are healthy. While they seem really cool and flashy at first, it seemingly marks a large division between skill levels of players, even if it's off by just a few points. The real purpose of ranked points is to help the game decide the right opponent against you, but by having these ranked titles, it not only makes it feel really bad when you start tilting when you're close to a benchmark, but it also makes you feel really bad about losing points, even though it's a good thing that the game is able to more accurately find an opponent of that level. My big idea is that I think that the rank points should just stay as a number. Since it's simple, it gets the point across, and it's perfect for its purpose. The rank number exists purely to find balanced matches, and you shouldn't be afraid of losing rank. This last section is not exactly about ranked itself, though it is pretty closely connected. For a decent amount of time already, we have the option to party up in the lobby with friends to join servers together. However, the obvious issue is that you can't play with them as your teammates, because that would be incredibly unfair to the other players in the server, since the other players in the server do not change between rounds. However, with a ranked format, you are bound to keep facing off against new players, and with a game with lots of teamwork and support classes required, and also a game where entire competitive scrim teams have already been formed, I think this would be the perfect place for ranked to allow parties to finally allow you to properly team up with friends. However, I also want to take this opportunity to suggest that we have an unranked mode in the same format. We often want to team up with friends even if not competitively, and I think that in this mode the expectation of unfairness should always be present as it is an option just like open servers. That transitions perfectly to my final segment, which is actually something I think ranked will help a lot with. One of the biggest issues ever has been the implementation of beginner servers to this game, and while they are not a bad thing inherently, they go up way too many levels. With the pro servers also being a thing, the devs have started kind of treating open servers like they are intermediate servers, which is a really big issue. Open servers are supposed to be the place to have fun, even with the knowledge that it can be unfair. Many high-level players often get mad at inexperienced players for not performing well, and they are given the response to go to pro servers, but they have literally no incentive to go to pro servers since pro servers are dead. The point is, open servers now have the expectation of being completely balanced even though they were never made for that. I think the best move here is to completely remove level tiered servers and instead compile it all into ranked. Though maybe a version of beginner servers that goes up to level 25 would still be better alongside it. This lets people who want to chill and have a casual experience go into opens like they were designed, where ranked gives the people a place to intentionally seek balanced games. This solves the problem of pro servers being dead, beginner servers hogging up too many players, and open servers having a horrible reputation, since there would be an unranked and ranked mode with a clear division with clear purposes. Now, I'm kinda tired, so I don't really have a complete closing to this. I forgot to mention earlier in the script, but I think that if ranked had a small reward multiplier in box, or just gave more in general, that'd be a pretty good way as an incentive to get the matchmaking active. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and have a good day!